remember last week we surprised you and we showed you the new Nintendo Wii?
Are you kidding? Of course I remember that. It was all my Christmases in one day. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you, by the way, for that.
That's right, it's fantastic, wasn't it? But guess what? We've got another surprise for you.
Ooh.
Yep, I don't know what you've done.
Getting surprises?
I don't know. Are you ready?
I'm very ready.
Are you sure?
Yes, a little confused, but yeah. PlayStation 3.
Yep.
Absolutely gobsmacking. 5 months away from releasing this. This is like, have you got a future machine or something? Where did you get this from?
Well, I'll tell you that in a minute, but let's get it all plugged in and wired up because it's a fully working model.
The PS3 is the most eagerly awaited of the next-gen consoles. Why? Because of its incredible power.
Oh, it looks beautiful, doesn't it?
It's by far the most powerful console the world has ever seen.
That is beautiful! Look at that! Wow!
Its performance has been likened to having 7 or 8 high-spec PCs strapped together. The PS3 also has a cutting-edge graphics card supplied by gaming aficionados NVIDIA, which combined with its internal architecture means if you buy one, you'll be running a small supercomputer under your telly.
Oh my God, that was amazing! It wouldn't turn, honest!
And we haven't even mentioned its high-definition video Blu-ray drive. On release, it'll cost around £400, but don't bother putting a PS3 on your Christmas list. It's not due for a release until March 2007.
Yeah, look.
Oh, that's
See?
fantastic.
It's a dynamic environment. These are all real objects that you can explode. This is what next-gen gaming is about.
Hello and welcome to the Gadget Show. This, of course, is the brand new Sony PS3 games console, the most powerful home games console ever. And you may remember seeing it in our last series when we had a Gadget Show exclusive and became the first people in Europe to get our hands on it.
Reload! I'm telling you now, this games machine is every bit as cool as its reputation. I mean, look at those graphics, photorealism, headshot, and that Blu-ray player in that machine, of course, just waiting for me to pop in a nice high-definition movie.
And finally, after years of speculation and months of delays, they went on sale last Friday.
I'm here on Oxford Street. The time is 8:20. It's Thursday, the 22nd of March, and I'm here for the launch of Sony's PlayStation 3, which kicks off in about 3 hours, 40 minutes. Make that 3 hours, 39.
This Virgin megastore on Oxford Street is the venue for the long-awaited launch, and eager punters have been here since yesterday.
Guys, anyone else for burgers?
As launches go, it seems to be a remarkably civilised affair.
This is not a problem. Actually, I don't quite know how I'm going to open it lying down.
At the US launch, there were riots at one store when punters realised there weren't enough PS3s to go round. Sure, these guys look a placid bunch, but you wouldn't like them when they're angry. And not having enough consoles to go round is sure to make a gamer angry.
A lesson that Sony seemed to have learnt from the other two. When the Nintendo Wii was first launched on Amazon, it sold out in just 7 minutes. And that might have something to do with the fact that there were only 100,000 units available on launch day. But even that is impressive compared to the amount of Xbox 360s you could buy, just 50,000 on day one. Critics will say that the availability of the PS3 is down to a lack of interest, where the fans will have you believe it's because Sony have got their act together.
Sony have brought 220,000 PlayStations to the UK, and that means that despite being available for pre-order for a month, shops were still taking orders right up to the wire. People were even turning up to the launch on spec.
So that begs the question, why would anyone spend a day and a half waiting to buy something that they're going to be able to buy anyway?
The best way to find out was to ask them.
I don't really know. I just wanted to get my hands on one.
Yeah.
Just heard all the hype, and that's pretty much it.
I hear you're number 2.
I have an essay due tomorrow, and I'm finishing that off. No, so I'm doing that now.
Excuse me, mate. Is this the front of the queue?
Yeah, right.
You're number 1 in the... This is the real hardcore. So how long have you been waiting in this line?
41 hours.
41 hours?
Yeah.
OK, they seem like crazy fools, especially the one who's been waiting since yesterday morning, but they seem to be enjoying themselves.
Some big honcho from Sony just told them all that every single person in the queue, everyone that's taken the time to stand here, is not just going to get the PS3 that they're paying 425 quid for, he's going to chuck in a £2,000 Sony Bravia, 46-inch.
After a bit of obligatory posing, they headed nearer the tills. It was then that I had a bit of a realisation.
What am I doing? I'm a gamer, these are my people, I need to be in there. Sorry, excuse me.
In a bid to be part of something, I tried to convince someone to sell me their place.
Good, how much to buy your place in the queue?
How much to buy my place in the queue?
Yeah.
£1 million, maybe.
Are you serious? $1 million? I've got 100 cash, is that not enough? You'd do it for £1,000? You wouldn't do it for £1,000. If I go and get £1,000 cash out of the cash point, right now, are you going to exchange your place?
Move along, mate.
4,000 quid, look, I've got it. It's just that the cash point won't let me have that much. This is incredible.
Try as I might, I couldn't find anyone willing to give up their claim on the PS3. All that was left for me to do was wait and watch as the countdown began.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The clock finally struck midnight, and they were away.
I feel really pleased for that lad. He's only a young lad, and as he's grabbing his money, look, and it's in cash. He's got his hands are shaking. Visibly, his hands are shaking. And it's obviously this really is a very, very important moment for him. Here it comes.
The PlayStation 4 also has a whole host of exclusive titles and multimedia capability. But Sony will be launching the console at £349. And from the outset, there have been zero restrictions on second-hand games and compulsory online connections.
But yeah, no, it's a great price for £50. And yeah, I like it. Obviously, a normal PlayStation was like a box. They've kind of slanted it slightly. So, you know, interesting take. It's just a pretty sick console.
Just like the Xbox One, the PS4 comes with next-generation processing power.
It's good. Graphics are insane. This landscape, it looks really slick. You can definitely tell it's a next-gen console.
The console also comes with a bespoke controller, the DualShock 4, with a touchpad on top to interact with certain elements within your game.
The analog sticks feel a lot better as well. I definitely like the analog sticks. Because before, I just felt the analog sticks in the PlayStation 3 were just too slippy. What a drift. What a drift.
And like the Xbox One's brand new Kinect unit, the PlayStation 4 has a camera available, so it can interact with the light bar on the back of your controller, doubling it up as a motion sensor.
Oh, wow.
The demo on show at E3, the Playroom, showed how the camera could even let you interact with your tablet to turn your own drawings into items to use within the game.
Oh, wow. That is sick.
But unlike the Kinect unit, the PlayStation camera doesn't come with the console, making the PS4 a similar price to Xbox One if you want the full package.
With most games, you kind of need the camera. It's kind of, in a sense, cheeky of PlayStation to say, oh, look, we've got lower prices, even though you kind of need the, the camera.
But after having spent a huge amount of time on each of the new consoles, neither Ali A or KSI could decide on a favourite. But rest assured, as soon as we get our hands on the consoles, we'll deliver our verdict.
So, Jason, massive year for gaming. PS4 or Xbox One? Where's your money?
What? I can't answer that. That's the most politically sensitive question of this gaming year.
Something tells me you're going to have both.
I am going to have both, and I'm going to eat, drink and sleep gaming when these two come out.